You tuned in to Bekoe, the illest on middays and on the call. I got an incredible multi-talent known as Vic the Internet. How you doing?
Was good.
Man. I'm gonna just start things off like this. You carry internet on your name, so I gotta ask you, what's one positive thing about the internet that you like, and one thing that you don't like?
One positive thing that I like is that you can share any piece of you with the world and everybody could take it in. One thing I don't like, I would say, is I guess just like the consumption. Like we just consume so much on a daily basis and it could be very overwhelming. So that's one thing that I don't like.
Do you find yourself consuming a lot more, with since we've been sheltered in place and throughout this quarantine?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think everyone's on Twitter now. Everybody.
So that's your main go-to source, Twitter as of right now. Is there anything else you like to dabble into on the net?
I'm on Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, I go on YouTube a lot too. But yeah, just everything.
Same as me. I'm on all three of them. Now, you had a single, of course, we already know this. For some that may not know, you had a single go viral in 2017. And I gotta ask you, with that single blowing up from off, think about it. You uploaded it to SoundCloud. A lot has changed
Mm-hmm.
since 2017.
Oh
Let's,
yeah.
let's let's talk about your mentality. Like, since that single release, how's your mentality now?
It's been crazy. At first, I was kind of uploading it, thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna put this up, share it with a few friends. But it kind of just became like this huge thing. It kind of just blew up, and I honestly didn't know how to deal with it at first. I kind of get inspired by the way they work, and I'm just kind of trying to, replicate that and just do my best, in my own path.
I would like to, know more about your sound. Where did you pretty much find this sound that you bring to the industry?
I think it's just it's a bunch of inspirations just mixed in at once. I listen to a lot of James Blake, Stevie Wonder's cool, Frank Ocean. So I think a lot of those inspirations just kind of mix themselves in my brain, and that's how I was able to push out the sound that I carry now.
Man, that's a unique blend of talent. It's good hearing that too, because I know you're not even 20 yet on the age side of things. And you
Next
know,
month.
hearing you speak on names like that, it's like, oh yeah, you know good music. And I was going through your Twitter and you said 20 is a boring age. What, what makes 20 boring?
So this is my thing. I heard that when you're 20, you kind of don't know whether you're a kid anymore, but at the same time, you're not really an adult. So it's a boring middle. You don't know what you are. You can't drink legally. You can't buy a pack with smokes, but you also can't. You're not 18 anymore. It's just like I don't know what to do at 20. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like it's
I was thinking, I'm like, it's probably more likely, you can't, like you said, you can't even buy liquor. It's like you
you
stuck.
can't even go to the club yet.
Exactly. So it's dope here you say that though, but you gotta what? You got another year. I mean, but I
It's
also want to
true.
talk to you about touring. This is the month of October. Last year you were on tour
Hmm.
in October for your debut EP Victor, and now everything's at a halt. There's no touring, no
Yeah.
shows. How has this pandemic affected you?
It's been real scary. I'm just inside now all the time. But I've been hanging out with my dog a lot, so that's really cool. I adopted a dog from the shelter recently, and it's been cool having my own pet. So it kind of took my mind away from like touring and stuff because that really bummed me out for a while. Performing is like one of my favorite things to do, but I found that like just having a good dog in your house, it's really really fun.
I mean, at least the pandemic has led you to go get a friend and adopt a friend at that. I look at that as a big deal, man. On top of that, pandemic wise, what have you learned throughout this pandemic course?
What have I learned? Um, I've I've learned that people will still support you and stick with you, you know, as long as you're there for them. Um, you know, with the shows, it's like a different connection. Like, you know, you see them face to face. All these people tweeting at you and commenting under your stuff on Instagram, you're seeing them face to face at these concerts. But, you know, when the pandemic hit, like I can't see anybody. But I think I just learned that like my fans are the coolest people ever. And it's like, you know, as long as I'm there talking and interacting online, like they're gonna be there too. And like it was really cool to see how many people stuck with me after all that. So
So you kind of felt like with this happening, you kind of thought things was going to be on a decline for you?
yeah, I was a little worried. I thought like maybe, you know, they wouldn't really listen to me anymore, or like, you know, dig my stuff. But no, people have still been there, and like that was really cool to see.
That's the thing about support. Like you said, when people rock with you, they gonna rock with you. And if you got internet tied to your name, come on. Come on now.
Yes, sir.
You recently released a new single for everybody, you know, titled
Yeah.
Hollow. Let's talk about Hollow and like the background behind putting that record together.
Yeah. So Hollow, I was talking to my homie Matthew Castellanos. He directed my Veins video. He's also done a lot of work for Tyler, the Creator. We were talking, and I was, hey, like I need to write a song. Do you have any prompts? He's so creative, so I thought he was the first person I'd go to, and he brought up this word hollow and told me about how like when people turn hollow, it's kind of like, you know, they're empty, like there's nothing in the shell. Um, and so I put that together, and I thought of two people just falling out of love. And when two people fall out of love, you know, they kind of start acting different. It's not the same. It's definitely not how it used to be. And so I thought like that would be like a very nice topic to write about. I feel like that's something that's happening during the pandemic a lot. Maybe a lot of relationships are like on the edge, you know? So I was like, this is like an interesting topic. So yeah, that's where it kind of came from. I thought Hollow would just sounded like a cool name, and I thought like the topic was nice. So yeah.
I gotta ask you, you know, how you spoke on relationships. Have you, Victor, found the quarantine bay, man?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually found I would talk to my girlfriend during my tour. That's where I met her.
Okay, cool. Shout out to the lady.
Yeah.
You know, ladies definitely gotta hope. Like my lady, she holds me down. So I know when you're on tour, you need somebody there that'll mentally keep you, you know, keep you right. Cause I haven't been on tour, but you know, I'm pretty sure tour life can be a little, it can be a little much if I'm not mistaken. How's tour life for you?
Of course.
But how was it for
It's
you?
pretty so it's pretty cool because it was like my first time doing my own thing. So it's just cool like having my friends in the van with me, and like, you know, I was able to bring my PS4 on there on the bus, so we just play Mortal Kombat every night. But yeah, I mean all that is fun and all, but yeah, you're right. Like it can get very draining easily, and very quickly. Uh, you know, I cried a lot, and I would get tired, and I wanted to go home so many nights. But we got through it, and it was a very, very good tour.
And that's dope. Do you know with you speaking on that too before we actually get into your single? Do they ever have like a mental a therapist on tour, like for artists that may go through, you know, mental depression or get depressed? Do they ever have those on standby?
Not that I know of. Me personally, I have a therapist, very cool. But I've never heard of an artist bringing a therapist on tour. But that's really interesting. That's something artists should look into.
Yeah, I brought it up because, you know, at the end of the day, we all, you know, mentally need some type of stimulant that, you know, just get us right and keep us right mentally, because we go through a lot as humans and people in general, and especially with you being on tour, being an incredible artist, dealing with so many things, meeting so many people. Sometimes you need to just take a chill pill and talk things out. So,
of course,
we might have.
That's what the friends are for, man. You know,
yeah, we might have
company.
We might have just created something.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Hollow is out. Also, merch. I see the merch is sold out. Will we see any more? You know, will you have a restock soon?
Yes, of course. Different colors too. I need to get you one, man.
Hey, please do. I will. I promise you, I will wear it. Please do. We're gonna talk more about that. Most
I got you.
definitely. So with Hollow coming out, can we expect a project? Are you working on, something in the near future?
I'm working on some singles right now. I'm trying to piece together a project, so for sure, I'll have more on that later.
Okay, cool. And lastly, can we expect a video for Hollow?
Ooh, so actually for Hollow, we ended up doing a visualizer, but definitely for the next single, I'm gonna have a full on video, like fully produced. But I just thought Hollow would be like it would be nice to just have a little visualizer. I had this artist, his name is Joyce, and we were able to put together like this really sick art piece where like it looks like a internet tab and
Mm.
it's just like scrolling and it has like these eyes on it and it looked really cool. So yeah, that's the visualizer for that song.
It caught my attention. I watched the whole video listening to the song.
On loop, yeah.
Hey, you definitely got talent, man. Keep it up. Oh, you're out in LA. I forgot to bring this up. You've transitioned to LA. So how has LA been treating you as of lately?
Very, very good. I'm so blessed to be here. The weather, you already know, it's amazing. I do miss Chicago a lot. What I don't miss is the Chicago weather. I know a lot of you are going through it right now. Um, but I love LA. I hope I never have to leave here. It's great. It's awesome.